We, being emotional creatures, are driven for positive emotions. We want this. We want this in spades, as much as we can get. We want to feel good, we want to feel loved, we want to feel cherished, and have attention. And we tend to go about it in different ways. In order to get it, everyone has their way of going about it. Some manipulate, some make things, some entertain, some jerk, some whore. There's many ways, right? There's many ways to get it, or try to get it. But I think one thing I've noticed that all cultures are very focused on is love. Love and being loved and the union of two people. But it's funny that given how much we desire this or want this, how unsuccessful we are at getting it. I have seen this now across multiple cultures, and I guess I've been lucky enough to see it working in other not cultures, but in a different generation. Seeing the difference between the previous generation, right? And seeing it in the current generation and the struggle. And I think there's a very clear difference. We have been fed incorrect ideas about it. We have this fantastical idea which doesn't exactly correlate with reality, but more importantly, we have been miseducated on one hand, and we've been fed really poor ideas through media. If you look at the Western side of things, even though there's an obsession with romantic movies, novels and whatnot, a lot of it has to do with sex, sexuality, lust, and nowadays even we've gone to the next level of incest. These ideas coming about. We have gone from one extreme of sexual repression to the other of just sexual filth, and then wonder why we can't quite get a hold of this experience or goal. Everyone's trying, but no one's actually getting it. Or if there are, there's very few and far between. And I think really it comes down to one main aspect, is that we are driven by lust. This is what our society is currently doing. It's action, behavior, thinking. It's all about lust. The fucked up thoughts that go into your head, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We're both fucked at this point, right? This is the easy path. This behavior doesn't give us what we want. It doesn't give you love. If you're a piece of not say a piece of shit, but if you're behaving this way, you're thinking this way, you're after this constantly, how are you going to get one of the most elevated and I guess spiritually profound and deep experiences? You can't. That's the truth. You can't. Your actions, thinking, behavior must correlate with what you actually want, which is apparently this. So this behavior needs to go out and this needs to come forward. But we haven't really been educated on how to get this. We've been highly miseducated. We've been told to pair up, but then when you pair up, you still think, well, it's not enough. You think the person's lacking or something. Maybe they are, but really it takes two to tango. It takes two to fuck things up. It takes two to turn things into a living hell, right? But again, this is much easier to do, and our culture encourages this behavior and thinking. While this, even though it's put as an ideal or a goal, very few are reaching it because they're driven by this behavior. This programming doesn't get you this. right? But hey, at the end of the day, it's all an emotion, it's all an experience. And what you choose to do is up to you. But realize that if you want those things, you have to behave and think differently. If you're like many females I've seen, like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking. You say you want to, but like the amount of attention that you seek doesn't correlate. It's not fucking physically possible. You want attention, or you want love, commitment, stability, and all that other shit. You know, getting a guy's attention doesn't equivalent to him loving you, taking care of you, wanting to have children with you, and creating essentially a new bloodline. Attention? Fuck attention. I've seen really confident women. I've observed many confident, not many, but a number of them, and they don't give a shit about attention. They will roll their eyes at attention. When they're with a guy, they focus 100% on that relationship and what they have together. They focus on their children, they focus on their marriage, they focus on their family affairs, their house, the well-being of their community. That's what they're for, not about attention. What the fuck does attention get you? Nothing. Fuck attention. And the same goes for guys, man. Like, you go around fucking, like, it's disgusting. First, I know this because I've been stupid enough to do it myself, but sex with strangers, especially drunk strangers or intoxicated, it's a disgusting affair. I don't want to have it. It's just a mess. I mean, and what happens is these men remain little boys because they're stuck in a loop of seduction, seducing, attracting, but they never actually make it the whole length. So we have these man-childs. A real man is able to take on commitment. And a man is as strong as his responsibilities and commitment and duties he's able to fulfill. If all he's doing is having sex, I respect men that are able to have many partners, right? They have sex as much as they want, but they have kids, a family, a business, whatever. They get all that shit together. But if you're a little boy, you're running around just having sex, especially drunk, alcoholic sex, you're a fucking idiot. It's not even right. Anyway, but we are where we are. And part of it is that we're miseducated. And I've been at fault for this behavior as well, but I've just come to see it for what it is, and I'm not here to preach to you what you should do and what you shouldn't, but I hope that you eventually see the emptiness of this behavior and we can move forward. We can move forward and build a better future, because really without a good foundation at home, good solid strength in a family and family ties and bonds, I don't think we can actually succeed as a species. We're not individuals, so why are we acting like individuals? We are a collective and we require one another in order to survive, remain happy and live fulfilling lives. And these seem to be counterintuitive or counter what we are behaving or aiming for. be very wary of any forms of media, magazines, articles, whatever that focuses too much on you. Because it's a tactic of conquer and divide. When you separate all the individuals within the family units, they're no longer together, there's no strength, there's no bond, right? They want to separate that shit. They want you to remain single, they want you to have high income, right? They want you to have high income, but remain single, unhappy, so you go and buy around shit. So you buy their products, you pay for this, that service. That's what they want, so you pay your taxes. They don't give a shit if you're happy, they just want you to pay your taxes. And the more unhappy and unhealthy you are, the better. The fucking better, so that you have to buy more shit in order to feel half decent. There's a reason why everyone's caffeinated, everyone's on some kind of prescription fucking pill. Everyone's medicating through something, whether it's food, marijuana, fucking alcohol. I already said food. This is another thing, right? There's many ways to medicate. There's a reason for it. Because you don't feel good inside, man. And women, you don't feel good inside, so you do whatever the fuck you can. You watch drama, you create drama in your life, you do this and that because you don't feel good inside and you need some emotional stimulation to feel fucking alive. But look, again, I'm not preaching, I am just trying to make sense of a very confusing and complicated situation that seems to be prevalent for everyone. I'm getting closer. I'm definitely getting closer to what I want, and I have no doubt that I will get what I want. It might take work, and it has taken work. You know, I have to make mistakes, I have to understand things, but I also have to be aware enough and conscious enough to determine that, hey, this isn't working. Yeah? This isn't working, so I need to change. My mindset needs to change, my belief needs to change, my values need to change. I can't live with society's standards because they're wrong and society is sick. So I must create my own standards. Firstly to live by, and then hopefully help others to live by also, because this is bigger than me, and this is bigger than us. It's part of a grand story anyway. Enough of me rambling on. I hope that you've taken at least one thing out of this. If not, that's okay, but it's unlikely. Anyway, peace, prosperity, and courage.